Okay, so I want to go over the alerts that I have now going into the free Telegram room here. You can see here that this trade right here is a new trade. Now I'm only trading the USD CAD on these Telegram signals, but we'll get into how I'm going to be averaging in here as well. So for the first thing, when you see a new trade coming up on these alerts, this right here is going to say new, and then it's going to have a lot size based on the account size. Okay, so for a $10,000 account, you're going to want to trade 0.8 lots. Okay, so my rule of thumb for this strategy that I'm trading on the USD CAD is 0.01 lots per $150. Okay, so I wouldn't be trading these alerts on a $10 account or a $50 account. I would have a minimum of 150, trading 0.01 lots. If you want to pay attention to what I'm doing relative to the account size with this lot size, if you have a $1,000 account, then you would divide these 0.8, divide that by 10 for a $1,000 account, and it would end up being 0.08 lots. Okay, for a $100 account, you would take the same 0.8 divided by 100. And you're going to see that you round up, it's going to be 0.01. So it's going to be a small lot size. And the rule of thumb again is $150 minimum with a leverage of 1 to 500 using a lot size of 0.1. Okay, the recommended broker you can see in this pinned message is USGFX. Okay, 1 to 500 leverage. So you can open up an account with these. I'll put the link in for this broker in the description. And again, if you want to follow these signals, this is what you're looking for. These new signals here. I'm using limits, so you've got more than enough time to put these orders in. Okay, so right now there's a sell limit at 1.25919. If it gets up into this, then this will be activated. Okay, and then you can see that I've got to take profit here. Potential profit is going to be 3% of the account based on this right here. Okay, so whatever your account size is, you can figure it out on these lot sizes. I don't have a stop loss on here, you can see. I don't set a stop loss. If I'm in the money a little bit and it hasn't hit the target yet, then you're going to see that the stop loss will get activated here, and I'll put one in. Move it to break even or whatnot. Now the reason for this is because I'm scaling into the position. I'm not just getting in one position, setting a stop loss 15, 20 pips up. I'll be scaling in. I'm going to pay attention to what's going on in the USD CAD, also with the other markets, and scale in at other resistance or support areas. Okay, the strategy I'm using on this is multiple time frames. I'm looking at the weekly, daily, 4-hour, 1-hour, and 15-minute. Okay, and I have right now in the USD CAD, my bias is to the downside, so I'm only looking for sells right now in USD CAD. And you can see some of these other trades here. We closed this one, 47.9 pips. Okay, at the end of the day, every day, you're going to get a daily report. And this is going to show if there was any trades that were made and closed out. It will show up on here. And then you're also going to get one that has an open trades. Okay, so if there's any open trades that's running, it'll show up in here. And then at the end of the week, there will be a weekly report as well. Okay, I'm just going to scroll up here. And there's the weekly report here. So we're given quite a few reports on this. And like I said, I'm using sell limits and buy limits, so you've got more than enough time to set the limits, limit orders, and then you don't have to sit and watch it because it could take quite a while before it gets hit, or even if it does get hit. Okay, now I'm going to be showing another video here fairly quickly on how you can automate these signals. The software that I'm using to transfer these signals from MT4 to Telegram, I've put it in this format here. So it's a good software, and this format is going to be usable within the automating these signals. So I will do a video next on how you can actually automate these signals, so you don't even have to pay attention to this. But like I said, you don't really need to automate these because I am using sell limits and buy limits. So if you don't place the order within 2-3 hours, it'll be more than enough time still to get on your computer, have a look at what these are at, and then set it. Okay, so there's no rush to being in and out. These aren't really scalp trades. There's going to be more day trades. I know our last trade hit the target within about 2.5 hours, I believe. But the signal was set up in the Asian session, okay, and it wasn't hit for about 5 hours after the setup on the Telegram room here. So there is more than enough time to set up these signals. So you don't really need to automate it, but I will do a video anyways, just in case, or if you guys have other rooms that you want to automate as well. So that video is going to be next, and I'll put a link here at the end of this one to show you how to get into it and do it. So hopefully this explains these signals. It's pretty straightforward. Like I said, $150 minimum if you want to trade these signals, and 1 to 500 leverage. You can use the same broker I'm using, which is USGFX. I'll put the link in the description. Start up an account, slap 150 bucks in there, and then start doing these trades. And if you want to automate it, watch the next video. Also, just remember, the reason we're doing lower lot sizes for this is because we're scaling in. I could be scaling in 2, 3, 4 times on this, okay? So I set my bias as to which direction I want to go, and I start scaling in to the position. All right, so hopefully this helps you guys, and we will talk to you later.